I look back at the history of this team, and particularly as like a workout room leader or a quiet leader, not necessarily the rah guy, but Sam Mills was obviously the original. And then I was thinking about it. Like I definitely think Smitty got to that point, but he wasn't. He certainly wasn't that guy for the first Super Bowl run. He gets to that point at some point, and then I look at Luke and TD as a tandem really that have led that way. I guess going forward, before we go back, do you see, like, if you agree with me that there are these guys, do you think CMC is the kind of guy that can be that type of leader going forward?
I think he is now. Yeah, I think he is that now, and going forward will be that guy. And he's always oozed it. And he's, to me, he's going to probably get more vocal now a little bit, where he wasn't so much a vocal leader, but I think he'll probably do that a little bit more now. But yeah, you look at his work ethic and just keeping up with what he's trying to do, and even seeing some of the stuff he puts out on social media in the off season with the practicing the one-handed catches and the things he does. He's the centerpiece of this team, and he's the centerpiece of, I think, kind of what'll be the work ethic captain, with not having TD, not having Luke Kuechly, Pep, Cam. All these guys are gone now. I think it's squarely on CMC for the most part.
I mentioned
off a lot of names there. You could have just kept going with.
I know. It's
that were no longer
Greg Olsen, Ryan Khalil. Keep going.
I'm curious though. Like, do you think who was the guy, or who was the group for the 03 team that you would say was that work ethic leader?
That's a great question. I think that team was led by what was going on the defensive side. When you look at like Pep and Rucker and guys like that in particular on that side of the ball, and then I think offensively, Jake Delhomme. I think the reason he's in the Hall of Honor as much as anything is who he is and his character and his personality. I mean, Jake, it just felt like at times was just willing this team to win, maybe beyond even his abilities as a top level NFL quarterback in this league. And certainly he was capable of sensational games, but I thought Jake's just his want to, just his desire to win was a big part of that. So absolutely, I think of like those teams and Jake Delhomme just kind of willing them to that. And you mentioned Smitty and Musin. I mean, those guys were all part of that legacy too.